How y'all doing?
How did it's your old team? Not a lot of guys still there, but what did it mean for you to face them for the first time?
It was pretty dope, but we're on a mission here in Kansas City, and the goal is to finish the season strong. Last few weeks we, haven't been getting the job done as far as just finishing strong. A lot of tight games, overtime through the last week. So it was pretty dope to get out there today and finish the game, pretty strong. I think we held them to 3 points. Well, they got the score at the end. So for the most part, we held them to 3 points though, except for that score at the end. Gino been playing some great football all year, Pro Bowler type of guy, so we knew the task coming in, to have to put that flame out. Great receiver in 14, of course, on the other side. I feel like our young DBs, we got the youngest DBs in the NFL. I don't know if you guys know that or not, and they did a hell of a job holding DK and, holding that side of the ball down. So, hats off to those guys.
Frank, you did a really nice job today on third down, fourth down. Something you can put your finger on why you guys played really well in those situations today?
I give hats off to our coaches. They prepare us usually. Start Monday, fresh off a victory usually or a loss. You come into the building, you prepping for the new team, the new week, and our coaches, they started off the week doing that, just that. We had a tough game in Houston, so when you come back, everything, you got guys dwelling on it. Our coaches do a good job of washing it away from our memory, getting us back into the week. We had a short week, so of course we got to get rolling. You got to get the ball rolling faster. Coach Spags, he did a hell of a job giving us the game plan, and it's just on us to execute. And you've seen some execution out there today.
Frank, you've been here for a while. It seems like in the playoff pushes, you have a game like this, a regular season, that you kind of get propelled from. Do you feel like this can be that game, and how much confidence can you gain from this complete effort?
I just keep going. I try my best to inspire the man next to me, and then bring along another person in the process. So, whether that's inspiring the older guy or a younger guy, that's, typically what I tend to do. I try to look at, and in this game it's our DBs, honestly. I look at my young guys, I look at that back end, and I just tell them just keep playing, Make the mistakes. You make your mistakes while you're young. You make them early so that when you get to a point, at this point in your career, you're 8, you're whatever, you understand what's asked of you, you understand what's needed of you in those clutch moments. So you see guys make mistakes, holding, whatever it is. We always tell them, like, you good, man. Wash it away, have short-term memory, and get out there and make the best play you can in the next play.
Frank, you had 3 fourth-down stops in Chiefs territory, and I think Andy used the term intestinal fortitude about what that means. What does it take to do that, and what's it say about you guys to have those kind of stops?
I believe it shows how much grit we have. That starts in camp. I mean, when you out there, you're doing 20-play drives and, things are getting tough out there in 100-degree weather out there in St. Joseph, you think about these things. When you out there in 5-degree weather, in the tundra and, in Kansas City, and you think about those things. It's other guys who, they don't come into these games with the right type of mindset. Some guys, we just clinched the playoffs. We got our hats and our shirts last week. They tend to get complacent. You see teams, if you watch enough football, you'll see teams get complacent, once they get those hats, once they clinch, stuff like that. Here in Kansas City, we're not complacent. We always strive for more. We want more. The goal, we get a little handshake, a pat on the shoulders for doing our job, winning the conference as far as that. But, the division. But, our goal is to win the conference. We want to win the conference first, secure home field advantage, and then we have fun throughout the playoffs, and then when we get to the big dance, we just crush them. That's the goal here in Kansas City, baby.
Frank, you talk about not getting complacent after winning a division title. Where does that come from? Somewhere in the locker room, or where does that come from?
I believe it does. It's something that's built. I feel like you have to build that. It's all part of your identity as a team. I feel like over the past few years, after we won the Super Bowl, we had some complacency in there, and you can see it. You watch certain games, and you watch, certain games where they might have said, well, this team got bullied, or, this team just played more aggressive than the Chiefs did. I don't see that this year. You see us finishing games more. You see us holding those teams off, at times where our defense didn't necessarily do our job. I feel like we kind of learning from our mistakes better this year. We making more plays at the end of games. We finishing stronger at the end of the season as far as the turnover battle. I feel like as a defense, we complement our offense pretty well as well. So whether they're having a good game or bad game, we're on our side doing our part. We're not making it worse. We kind of helping them out. Whether if they're having a good game, You know, we kind of helping them have a better game. You know, we tell them run the score up a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, other teams, but just having fun with it, man. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, and I always say it, you know, we're just keeping everything in-house. And when you do that, usually as a team, you see the success come.
You say it comes from the locker room. Where? In Pat or other guys?
I feel like it starts with the leaders. It's not just Pat as the only leader in the locker room. I know it seems like that, but you have a lot of leaders in the locker room, probably 4 or 5 other guys that speaks outside of Pat. It's not my job to give you the specifics on who. That's why it's called a locker room. So at the end of the day, you know, just appreciate that, you know, we out here, we doing our job, and that you got a host of guys in that locker room, not just one, that's leading our group and bringing us, you know, to that promised land.
We'll go Herbie, then the last two in the back.
Frank, would it be safe to say that you are one of those leaders, though?
100%.
Last two, Pete.
Frank, you've been mentoring George since camp, and we've seen that. What has it meant to you to see him get 4 sacks in 5 games here?
I love it. You know, I want to see more. You know, I look at George the same way I look at myself, and just never being satisfied. I tell him that all the time. You know, don't be satisfied with getting drafted first round. Don't be satisfied with your family or everybody, you know, boasting your head up. Don't never get satisfied. Don't never listen to it. Just keep on going. It's always more work to do, you know. If you know, I can go on and on and on about my 8 years in this league, how many first-rounders I've seen come and go, you know, guys I've seen do good things and guys I've seen do, you know, not too good, you know, and the career path. You know, so I always tell George, just keep on going. Ignore the media. You know, no offense to you guys. I love you guys, but ignore it's the negative shade, if you know what I mean. You know, guys like you come in as a rookie and you know you want to do good. Sometimes, you know, you might have a person over here on the outside saying you're not doing that good, but in reality, only thing that matters, like I said, is the people in house. You know, you got to look to the right and to the left of you. You know, and appreciate what you're able to do. You know, there's guys who wish they can be in the position that we're in. To be able to come out here, you know, playing 5-degree weather, you know, in front of the greatest fans in the world, in front of our families. It's Christmas, it's the holidays on a Saturday, and be able to just do what we love. So, like I tell George, I tell the rest of the rookies, man, across the NFL, just keep your head down, keep working. The work's not finished. You got a lot more work to do, and enjoy it, have fun. You know, make the mistakes early. Got to make the mistakes early, like I said. So when you get to a point of, you know, year 8, hopefully you make it to year 8 and so on and so on, you can look back and be the one who's helping out the next young guy.
Last one.
Frank, it is a nice way to start off the Christmas weekend, right? You got to win. What are your plans for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day around the clock?
Man, a big win. I'm going to go spend some time with the family. You know, I'm a family guy, so I'm big on being in the house with the family outside of being on the field with my boys. So I'm going to go chill with the family, kiss on my babies a little bit, and eat some food. You know, I'm hungry. I know y'all kind of hungry, you know what I mean, get some good food in me. And honestly, man, like I said, short-term memory, I got more football to play. We got to finish the season strong, 2 more games to finish the season strong. And, you know, see y'all New Year's. New Year's is coming. That's the next game. So, you know, New Year's 2023, it's on the way. Love y'all. Chiefs Kingdom, baby.
Merry Christmas.